Like, it was always like the 50-50, you know, you're half this, half that.
All right, so here's our POV on this. So
Our opinion.
This seems to be a trending topic, right? Now everybody's so proud of being Mexican and so proud of...
And some are even now saying they're Chicanos, and now they're embracing it.
Yes, okay? So we're a lot older than Becky. You know, Becky's... I don't know how old she is, but I think we're a lot older than her.
Yes.
Anyways, okay, for starters, right? Becky G. That is very Americanized already, so I have an issue with that already. I have a lot of issues with this topic. This is a very controversial...
We've always talked about this.
This is a very controversial topic. This is a very controversial subject, so I apologize for any of you who might be offended with what we're going to talk about. But again, okay, so she's saying que 50-50.
50-50 what?
Okay, es como nosotros. We're born here, right? We're American. Doesn't mean we're white.
No.
We're Mexican American. What does that mean? We have Mexican roots. We're born in the United States. We're Americans.
So it just seems like a lot of people are confused with that. They think they're half white. If their parents are paisas and they were born here, you're not half American. You're just Mexican American.
You're
Why
just
are people
American.
so like
and again, I don't know. You know, people's upbringings are very different as well. Okay, but us, right? From having our dad was a Tejano and our mother was from Mexico. Okay. I went to Mexico once my whole life. I was 10 years old, and I remember when I went, we were not accepted. We just weren't accepted. I'm on an accordion page again, and we've talked about this many times if you're not familiar with us. It's an international Mexican Facebook page. It's a group of accordionists, and it took a long time for many of the people on there to accept us because they're like, you guys are white girls. You guys are considered gringas. Not that we're white, not that we're... No, but gringas meaning you're American. That's your status. That is your what would you call it? Like legal status.
Yes.
Like you don't have Mexican citizenship, so you're not Mexican. Yeah, you speak the language. Yeah, I like that you like the music.
You read and write it, all that.
Yeah, but we don't see you as one of ours.
Yeah.
As one of us. So I just have an issue with that. Like, okay, like now this girl, I don't really know her background either. I just know that she sings now, like she's singing with Peso Pluma, and like, you know, she's kind of here and there now. But that's what I have an issue with though, with these things, okay? So this is just a POV on just, what would it be, Mexican Americans?
Yes, Mexican Americans.
It does not mean you're white.
No soy de aquí, no soy de allá.
Yeah, I've been hearing that my whole life.
Most cliche thing, you know, to say.
Not only that, my thing is, I don't like this whole, what the fuck is your real name? Yeah. I know she's an artista, but people in general like us, you know, we've met people and it's like, stick to your real name, dude. If your name is fucking Juan Carlos, you're not John Carlos.
Or John.
Or you're not Johnny. Or you're not Mike. Your name's Miguel. Si te pusieron Miguel, it's because your parents were proud of you and that was your name. If your name's Rebecca, you're Rebecca. You're not. So I don't know what Becky G and the G, like Carol G, because I get it, you know, that's more for business and things like that. So they lo quieren hacer más americanos, so it's more accepting. Like Richie Valens, you know, that's what it reminds me of. If you've ever seen La Bamba. And again, we're a lot older, so you probably don't know what the fuck we're talking about. Pero los que saben, saben, okay? And that's what I'm saying. Like, why? Help me out here, Emily, with that. I've never...
It just seems like oppressed mindsets. I just think that that's what it is.
So how do you get out of that?
Again, like your name's Evelyn, I'm Emily. Those are our real names.
Yeah.
On our birth certificates, I'm Emily Ann, you're Evelyn
and
Marie.
Then our last name's Falcon, so I can't be Evelyn F-U-F.
I mean, whatever.
That would be weird. But I don't get that. Like the whole Carol G. I mean, what's their real last name then? Are they Gonzalez? Are they Garcia? I don't know what other G last Gutierrez.
Yeah, I don't know. It just seems it's just what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. But so that's my POV of that. But yeah, para los que no saben del video, whatever, you're not. It doesn't make you white, guys. I'm sorry. It doesn't make you white.
And I think that's kind of where maybe they go with that, and some people understand it that way too, because again, yeah, we were always told that. Like,
and these are conversations we've always had growing up, where people would be like, "You guys are a little funny. Like, you speak Spanish, but."
But it's funny because it's, well, in our situation, it's different, but people don't want to talk about it, and it's about the first gen thing, the first gen Mexican American. That's.
No, she's supposedly fourth gen, right? Too. I think she's somewhere in there. She's like third or fourth gen. Yeah. So maybe she can, but it doesn't make sense to me because if you're a fourth gen, like for example, my kids are fourth gen, and they know, like unfortunately, they've already lost some of the traditions and stuff because we've been here so long. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that we don't embrace it. Doesn't mean that we try to like get away from it.
I don't think a lot of people know what that even means though, because everyone has their own definition of what that means, right? So,
but this first gen thing,
yeah, that's usually just when your parents are from Mexico and then you were born here in the United States.
Not you were brought here de chiquito y aquí te criaste. No,
that's first gen Mexican American.
Yes,
but people think that because a parent like a parent, yeah, their parents from Mexico, but they came here, right? And the kid was born here. They're like, oh, my parents, I'm already second gen. No, you're not, because your parents were born in Mexico and you were born here. But that's a very
It's a very controversial, touchy subject. So we're gonna leave it at that. I just happened to see this, and she's not the only one. I've seen a lot of videos like this, but I don't know what the trend is. I don't understand what the whole hype is. I've noticed, like for example, a lot of the rapper girls, or who, remember that we saw, now they're speaking more Spanish.
Oh yeah.
So there's definitely some type of movement going on where people are feeling more comfortable, and I think it's very sad because that's the hype that's the issue we always had growing up. Like, we were proud to be Mexican Americans. We were proud to be paisas, or whatever you want to call it, speaking Spanish, like in
listening
the music.
to the music, all it, dancing to banda, all of that, embracing
eating the
it all.
fucking little Takis and the fruit and all that. People are like, that's weird, all right? And now it's okay. And same, like, okay, so that was the abuse we got from, like, the Mexicans, and right, and then the Americans, like, we got the abuse from the Americans. We were paisas, whatever, okay? And then the abuse we got from the Mexicans was like, oh, you're white, oh, you're Spanish,
and then you got it from
enough.
other Chicanos that actually, like, their parents, both parents are from Mexico, and then they're
like,
us
I'm
like
more Chicano than you.
And
What?
it's like, because with us, our father was born in Texas, his parents were born in Texas, his grandparents, okay, obviously somebody came from Mexico, and then our mom was in Mexico, from Mexico, and then we were born here. So that's the difference, where it just gets lost. People get really confused with that.
Yeah, people don't understand that. We'd always that was always the issue. Like,
but we were always treated like, oh, like it was a bad thing. Like, oh, you're such a paisa because you speak Spanish and you guys embrace it. When my parents were Mexico and I don't even like speak Spanish. Like,
I don't know what that means.
It just comes down to the whole who's more Chicano, and that's as ignorant as that sounds.
That would be oppression.
I think so, and that's as ignorant as it sounds. Oh wow, these conversations are always going to be ignorant. We're Chicanos, and I know we get a lot of backlash for speaking about being Chicanos, and everybody wants to go there with their own definition and the movement. We're not talking about that movement. No, that's suppressed mindset. We're past that. We're just having a real conversation.
So we're gonna leave it at that. What do you guys think about it? Let us know.